Hello, guys, and welcome to the very first episode of the Staircast, episode number 1. And today we're joined by the one and only Rawan.
Hello.
Hi, how does it feel being on the podcast?
I was waiting for this for so long. You don't understand.
And you're the first guest, so hey,
Yeah, I don't get how it took that long to just set this up.
I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Now we're here, and
Okay.
this kind of feels like a full circle moment
Mm,
because when it was your orientation,
mm.
we was at the same table.
That's crazy. I remember seeing you up there, and I thought you'd be like either like a teacher, or professor, or
I,
something.
I, I don't look that old.
You don't look old, but like the thing is, it was like a big event, and you're like standing there and you're talking and all that. I feel like it's nerve wracking, no?
I mean, I had done a speech before, and this time I was alumni, so it was like, you want to speak again? And I was like, sure, and then
You
boom.
took it on. They didn't just push it on to you.
Yeah, no, I'm comfortable with public spaces and
Okay.
public speaking itself. So
I
it was a nice opportunity.
I also have a video of the second orientation where you started rapping.
Oh, you were also there, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Good old days, good old days.
The
And
orientation was based off of my class. Like it was like everyone there was like over like 200 students, and you
you,
went
you,
up there and
you
started rapping with Miss Shanti there.
Oh my God, the orientation brings back so many memories. I think they brought the motivational speaker. Remember
Mm-hmm.
that guy?
Yeah.
And then we had to clap along with them. And oh my God. Thank God I've never seen that video ever again in
I
my
still have
life.
it somewhere in my phone.
Please delete it. Um, but yeah, first question I'm going to have to ask you is something that we plan to ask all our guests.
Mhm.
3 things you can't go a day without, or at Sterling.
At Sterling.
Yes.
I can't go without the AV room. It's so sad that they locked it for a bit. Like I feel like everyone would just go and chill in the AV room and just like that's where everything happened, memories and everything.
Very
Another
true.
thing is the ACs. The heat in the UAE is crazy, especially in Ras Al Khaimah. Like in the Dubai heat, it's not as much. Like if there's no ACs in Sterling, I'd die.
Mm.
Um, Honestly,
Final thing.
final thing. Okay, this is like really stupid. The
Oh,
vending machines.
oh, okay.
Yeah. Like when you're like running outside and you're tired and you come in and you're like, I need water.
Oh,
Or, like you go to
very
the
true.
vending machine and just get a water immediately from there. It's like it's cold. And sometimes, the drinks when they first put the sorry, when they first put the vending machine, it was like so cold. Sometimes they'd come frozen, like ice cold.
Okay, okay. Interesting. The student
Hmm.
didn't mention anything to do with books or anything. That's crazy.
Okay, why need books when you have your like technology? And that's like provided from yourself.
You didn't mention that like a phone,
I'm
like a
talking okay,
laptop.
but wait, like if we're talking about course wise, I mean the Wi-Fi, the technology, and the teaching, like the like little projector.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that we can't live without because
Okay.
like teaching like physically it's kind of hard. You need visuals. I'm a visual learner. So like if we're talking about education, that's a whole different like category. But I thought you were talking about in general.
I mean, education is part of the general, but
Okay, then what's yours?
me, three
Hmm.
things I can't live without. I think my phone is a need. Without my phone, I can't do much. Laptop, that's also a need. And third one, third one,
The
wallet,
final
wallet.
wallet.
Yeah.
Where's the education?
Huh?
Where's the education mentioned?
Laptop. That's where my
No, but
notes are,
your
my
laptop you can do other
PowerPoints,
things. Then you
my
haven't
my,
mentioned
my
education.
PowerPoints, my
Mm-hmm.
notes, my
Mm-hmm.
assignments. I do all of
Mm-hmm.
them on my laptop.
So you pull the strings and then you tell me that I didn't pull up education, but you
I
didn't.
I pulled
What
up
can you like? But with your
technology.
phone, it's not that important when it comes to teaching.
I mean, the phone. I could also access those same PowerPoints
Uh
too.
huh. Uh
I'm
huh.
just
Sure. Sure.
saying. I'm
Sure.
just
Uh
saying.
huh. Sure.
But yeah, um, in terms of academic life, how's been your first year?
Actually, very difficult. Like this is like a course that I like. I mean, I like coding. I like debugging everything. I want to make a video game. That's like my dream. It's been a bit hard, but honestly, when you actually sit down there and like study, like the whole coding, the whole debugging, everything else has been really easy. The problem is I procrastinate a lot.
Mm, mm. I mean, like first year for everyone is always like a adjustment period,
Yeah.
especially when you're coming from SQA, where
Hmm.
it's more you're a bit younger compared to like people who start Sterling. And I'll tell you, like even my first year was a bit more difficult because I was still understanding exactly what I need to do, well, and how I need to do it and whatnot. But I think you have been grinding a lot in your
Mhm.
first year, and that is kind of like the first thing we can ask. How did you get into the sports committee?
Sports, actually, I mean, if you remember, I was first I went to you, and then we had like a chit chat, and I talked about my like sports, what I like. I talked about badminton. I also pursued a bit of volleyball, but that's like not my thing. Like I'm not that good. And then from there, you introduced me to Sammy. I'm so sad that he had to go. He graduated and everything, but from there,
Love you, Sammy.
we miss you. From there, he got me into being under him, like training under him, teaching me how everything goes in the sport. And honestly, it's not as hard as I thought. Like it does require a lot of responsibility. Like I look up to him because he handled like practically a bunch of roles as one person.
True, true.
And afterwards, he told me to pursue working under the coach or like the team leader of badminton. And that went really, really well. I've had my tournament in badminton. And
Debut tournament on top of it.
yeah, although like it didn't go as like good as I'd hoped, but as my first ever tournament, that was amazing. And then afterwards, there was that like little election. You got yourself a president of the sports committee. Congrats!
Thank you, thank you.
And I got my secretary role.
Yeah.
And honestly, being a secretary, it has a lot of like things to do. Like I thought I'd be like working under you, but like I'm not. I'm doing my
Yeah,
own
like
thing.
when it comes to my leadership, I
Mhm.
personally prefer, trying to see other people's perspectives more than just putting my own perspective into it. Like at the end, I'm like, okay, cool. We've discussed this ABC. Let's do this. But allowing input with other people, because it's like I think my biggest problem when I've been under people is like whenever they're the leader, when other people are the leaders, they want to like be the end all of everything. Like they come up with the idea and then they come up with how to execute it. But for me, it's like collaborative effort. And
Mhm.
I think I like working with you. So like I'm not gonna sulk in the conversation that we have. I'm not gonna like be pissed off if you make a suggestion. I know like your mind thinks different from the way my mind thinks. So you may see something differently than I
Mhm.
see it. All the solutions that we'll look for, all the things that we're gonna attack when we're, next year in the academic year. I know I'm excited. Like
Mhm.
genuinely I'm happy that I pushed you to go for that
Yeah.
secretary position because you were at some point almost not gonna do it. But like I knew that I'm not gonna say like I knew I was gonna be the president, but I had a feeling, you know, I had a feeling,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
it felt like
Sure.
I wanted to. I needed people that I trust around me, and if I know I couldn't control who was gonna be what, but as long as you people were in the running for it, there was still a chance that we would work together, and thank God it did happen. And in terms of leadership, the sports secretary role is not even going to be your first role
Mhm.
in the Sterling campus. You were a student leader in the SQA.
Yeah, I was also like president of my old school, that I got like the high role. But also, the thing about Sterling that I enjoyed the most so far is the education. Now, it's let's not sugarcoat it. A lot of people would be like, "Oh, I don't enjoy studying and all that." Like me myself, I don't really put myself there and study, but the times that I actually sit there and lock in and study, the things I enjoyed from Sterling is their education, how they teach. So let's say you're in class, right? You missed a few classes. They give you multiple chances when it comes to attendance percentage, right? Our percentage is like 70, 75,
Yeah,
but they helped us a lot and let it slide sometimes when you reach to 60. Of course, that you can receive quote unquote punishment, but it's not punishment. It's more like extra classes, like reviews and all that. But if there's something that you're lacking behind in, the teachers give you chances. Like there's something that I didn't understand. I had a little meeting with my dad, and they told me that I could just come in if I have doubts, and that's exactly what's happening. Like right now, in 2 days, I have my G1, the big exam. It's so scary, but they made a whole 2 weeks just for us to review everything that we took throughout the whole semester. When we already took it, like, what's the point? We could have just studied at home, but they did it just for us, and I really appreciate that. I wasn't able to make it a few times because I had a doctor's appointment, but just coming here today in those 2 to 3 classes, I got like a lot of good summary, you know?
yeah. I think that's a testament to um the teaching that we
Hmm.
get. Like, I have a lot of classes that I enjoy. I think you get a solid variety of different teachers who teach in different ways. For me personally, I'm more of like like a in class, in the zone, focus on
Mhm.
everything, get everything. I don't really like to study outside class. So when I'm in class, I'm like asking questions,
Mhm.
100. I'm the kid who people are like, yo, shut up, bro. Like, you're asking way too many questions. And like, to me, that's how I understand it. Because
Mhm.
if I don't fully understand something, I need to ask questions. I need to see different perspectives. Like, I feel like if you go to any of my teachers, they'll tell you, like, Victor has asked some of the craziest questions in terms of, like, let's say we're doing leadership and management. I'll ask you of the most like controversial leader and tell me how that fits in management theories. In terms of student leadership, in terms of SQA, how's your year gone as a student leader in SQA? What was your position in SQA?
Deputy head.
Yeah, you that's a big role.
Honestly, the way I got my votes was so surprising. Like, I don't know how many I got, but what I heard is I got a lot, right? And how I put myself out there and how I got my role is like I started communicating. I made a lot of friendships. I'm not used to this. Like my old school, I was a little bit more quiet, but then when I came to uni, I was like, I need a change, right? I went to uni. I made a group chat with every student in my course, which was like 200 students, which is crazy, right? And I was like,
Commitment.
yeah, I was like, hey, since we're gonna go to aviator room tomorrow, we need to be active. Like we're quiet and we're listening to class. We need to like actually like make friendships. So when we did that, I communicated with others like, hey, you should probably vote for me because like I will make your experience in uni way better. Like, and so far it's a little hard, a little hard. There's a lot of duties, there's a lot of things that you must do, but it's not as hard as I thought. Like my duty is to manage SQA, right? Not exactly manage, it's just like a head, right? And I have on top of us, exactly deputy head. Right? Mm, would I go for this role again? Most likely. I mean, I enjoyed my role.
I think you should. I think you have the drive, the commitment, the energy, and the desire to be a good leader.
Mhm,
And like, if you maintain that, you not only just go up levels, get experience. Like
mhm,
you said, you had a very decent role in your previous school.
mhm,
Uh, I myself had decent roles in my previous schools too, and it's only just gotten levels and levels. And specifically in SQA, when
mhm,
you're a leader, you actually get the chance to be representing SQA on a different capacity. Like, I've managed to meet the SQA international head, the just this the amount of people I've gotten to meet as a representative of SQA, a lot of people. Now, let's go into a little bit of a game segment. I'll give
okay, okay.
you a couple of statements, maybe relating to you, maybe not relating to you,
Mhm.
and you tell me your take on those.
Alright, but
I know you love to debate.
okay, okay.
So, the first statement is Gen Z students do not care about leadership.
Ooh. I feel like I've seen a lot of reels recently about like the things that are going on like around all over the country, and so far, Gen Z is very unserious when it comes to like. of- I'm not gonna get into like a huge debate about like war and stuff. That's not something I should bring up here. But with the things that have been happening recently, just seeing the people repost them and all that, they do not care. Right? When it comes to leadership, Gen Z has a lot of expectations. A lot of expectations. Like they're more on support and respect now, right? But sometimes support and respect can't be given by higher leaders because there's like more importance. You get me? So like they don't care, but they care about the like non-necessary stuff. Like
I think I agree. I think Gen Z slacking. I think Gen Z, not doing enough. I think you need to step up. Don't take time just waiting for people to motivate you or to drive you. Like, be yourself. Like, honestly speaking, I feel like there's a really large lack of leaders in our generation. I'm not saying everyone needs to be a leader, because I
mhm,
think some people get into a situation where like they don't actually earn the respect, or
mhm.
they don't actually earn the role and they still demand respect. But there still needs to be like a wave of people who actually want to take lead. You know what I'm saying?
To be
Uh,
honest, I'm very scared of our newer leaders. Like imagine a Gen Z as a leader. That's gonna be so like kind of scary. They're
I
not
mean,
serious. They're not anything. Like I'm not. Don't hate me for this. I'm talking truth. You know me. I'm a Gen Z. You are a Gen Z.
yeah.
All that. But like, if I were put as like a world leader, that's a very heavy. heavy responsibility. It's like not only the rules that you give are based off of your community, the people that are looking up to you. You know, you need to be careful of what you do because a little mistake could literally ruin a country.
True, true, true. But I think in the sense that the more content that we are exposed to, it just gives us the really lackluster side of the people in Gen Z. I personally think that there are people who like meet the standards of future world leaders.
Hmm.
You know, I see potential. I see people who could be like controlling the world in a better way. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? Like this is me talking in terms of the people I see every day, the people I speak with, I communicate with. You're one of those people. I
Hmm.
think you have the potential to eclipse whatever you imagine for yourself because
Hmm.
you have drive, you have motivation, you have a lot of things that a good leader needs, communication skills, you're not afraid to express yourself. There's a lot of things that you give out to the world that a lot of people don't. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And that makes you stand out. To me, that makes you stand out. I can give multiple examples, like my best friend Jaden. Like that man is like, he's like a, he's like an Andrew Tate.
Hmm.
He's like, he knows the motivation. He knows the how to get locked in. He knows how to do this. He knows how to communicate. He knows there's a lot of people who don't get the light to be shed on them, but once they get out of that little shell, they are more valuable than people can actually imagine.
This podcast is brought to you by the University of Sterling, Ras Al Khaimah, where we offer you international degrees that pave the way for global careers. The programs that we offer for commercialists are accounting and finance and management. For the computer savvy, we have computer science, software engineering, AI, and data science. We also offer advanced diplomas that allow students to integrate into these said international degrees. The advanced diplomas that we offer are travel and tourism, business with HR, business with marketing, business with accounting, computer science, and computer software development. We hope to see you join as admissions are open right now.
And now the second one is elections at schools are popularity contests.
I
For the people
okay,
watching,
okay.
for the people watching, I did not put this because I lost the elections last year.
Sure,
Okay, I this is
sure.
a team effort which have made these questions.
Mm,
Okay,
mm-mm. Now you let me speak because I have a lot to yap about when it comes to this, right?
okay, yes,
I think it's based off of popularity,
it is. It
right?
really is.
Because like you could be like a good leader, right? But you'd be antisocial and they won't vote for you, right? You could be like, hey, I'll give you this, 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 but we're more comfortable with this person. We know their personality, so we might just vote for them because we're more comfortable with them. We're
True
not
enough.
sure if you can fit what you're saying. So like I feel like it is based off of popularity because like if you want to get like election, you want to get voted for, I'll tell you based off of um
Your
me,
experience.
my experience. I had to put myself out there and I had to be like, hey, this is my name. I'm gonna want. I'm gonna give you this, this, this. But before I started with the whole what I'm gonna give them as an expectation, I built friendships.
Mm,
I went up on the stage, I made events for them, I did this, I did that. And then I was like, so now for the election part. I set up my grounds. I told them I'm going to do that. And honestly, congrats for the people that won in this election too. I'm proud of the people that won. There was like a lot of chances of people not winning, but it fit everyone. It fit the circumstances of what people wanted.
that's fair. That's fair. I like the statement that you can be a good leader and not win elections. Okay. I'm not being salty or anything. I'm not trying to be dramatic or
Uh
anything,
huh.
but you can be a good leader and not win elections. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a reflection.
Sure.
No, but this some people actually need to
Someone
hear.
sounds salty to
No, some
me.
people actually need to hear this. That sometimes in
Mm-hmm.
life you need to take losses, and those losses teach you more than
Not to
winning
bring up
stuff.
anything, but remember what happened after the election.
I mean, let's not see what happened after the election. Let me tell you, started making plans for a podcast. Now here we are. Huh?
How long did it take you before? Okay, we'll
No,
stop that
hey, let's
conversation
not.
here.
Let's not.
We'll take that after the podcast.
Yeah, but like, no, genuinely. Okay, let's be real. Like, some people take loss so hard. I'm
Mhm.
one of those people. I went through a little bit of a phase where I had lost, and I didn't feel like myself. gonna sound egotistical, but I'm not used to losing. Like I'm not used to losing. I don't like losing. I'm a very competitive person. Even if I've lost a debate, I will fight to death that there was an even debate.
I've
It
witnessed
was,
that.
I mean,
No, hold on. I'm gonna bring this up. Okay, I'm so sorry for cutting you off, but we had like a simple like fun game where we asked ChatGPT to give us like a random topic of what's it,
of
debate,
debates.
and our topic was like should pineapple and pizza belong, right? Personally, I don't think so, but I was on the side where I had to agree, and I totally won that, right? We had the chess game in between where you have to make steps, and each step you make, you talk about it, right? But the thing is, I won this. I won this, right? His like argumental statement is the fact that it's cultural appropriation to Italians, but like,
I'm gonna
who
send
cares?
this. I'm
No,
gonna
no,
send this part of the podcast to my Italian friend,
send it.
and then he's
I
just
do not
gonna.
fear any Italian people. Don't attack me. But like, the thing is, right?
Whoa.
Thing is, right? Your food. You're eating it. Like you shouldn't force that upon someone. Like, what do you mean cultural appropriation? If I take someone's cultural food and then start dissing it, that's a whole different controversy. But the thing I'm talking right now is your preference. You eat it if you like it. But you fighting me about you didn't bring any other point other than the fact that it's cultural appropriation. You brought no points. I brought many points. I gave you a whole list, and you continued yapping the fact that it was cultural appropriation, and that pissed me off. That, that pissed me off so much because, like, you need to listen. I won that debate. You just won the chess game, but that doesn't make you better than me. I'm better than you.
Oh, okay. I'm
Mhm,
better than. Oh, you're
mhm,
better than me.
mhm.
I mean, like, if we start doing exposés and all of them,
I will
like
win.
you
I
would
will
win.
win.
You would
I bet you
win.
we need to make an episode where we do a debate topic, a random like debate topic, and I will win that. I'm a huge person when it comes to debate. I've won every single debate I've been in. In my other school, I had a big debate. I won that. I soloed. I have a whole team, but I soloed that team against like six guys.
I mean, I commend your debate skills. You're a very
Mm-mm.
good debater.
You're only saying that so I can back down, but I'm not backing
No,
down.
I'm just saying you are a very good debater. Like
Mhm.
I don't like if we start bringing accolades and all those, like there's like it becomes like, a one upper, I don't want to bring my accolades of debate into
It's
this.
because you're backing down. You know that I'm
Because
better.
I'm backing down.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Anyway,
okay,
what's your
okay.
other question?
Anyways, let's move on. Um Now, in terms of we've checked, like we've spoken about how you became a student leader. You know, what what drove you? Why did you choose to become a student leader in terms of what sports committee, in terms of SQA? What was what was your drive?
Okay, I've talked about this before, and I've already told you this, but it's something I want to come out and speak about. I'm a very antisocial person, and that's definitely not obvious to you because when I came to uni, I was straight up out there. I was popping out, I was
Yeah,
speaking,
our
I was
first
loud.
conversation was in a gas station.
Okay,
It was like,
whatever.
"Hey, are you Victor?" I was like,
If I hadn't made that conversation, we would not be here right now. You know this. Okay, so I took the initiative and made the conversation. Give me credit for that. Anyways,
congratulations."
I don't like your sarcasm.
I just said congratulations.
Anyways, let me talk. Let me talk. Okay.
Okay.
I'm a very antisocial person. Like, I will not come up to a person and be like, "Hey, I'm more of an online person, right?" If you talk to me on WhatsApp, I'll make a whole conversation. I'll yap until 2 a.m. from 12, right? But when I came to uni, I was like, I need to make change. I need to actually go out there. I need to make friends. I need to put myself out there. I want to be known, right? And this is a big uni, and I need to stand out. Like for example, if I go and be like, "Oh, the the black guy that's walking around, like oh Victor," they'll know you immediately. Okay, I have no other example, right? But you get what I mean, right? If I'm like, oh yeah, the guy that's passing by, if I say BWA or something, they're not gonna notice you. But if I say one thing about you, they'll know. If you say, do you know the redheaded girls, the girl, they're gonna automatically know me, right?
True.
Most, most. I still haven't put myself out there. It's my first year, right?
Fair
But
enough.
like, I decided to just, I don't care anymore. I don't care if I embarrass myself because if I embarrass myself, I can just come back tomorrow to uni and just fix that, right?
Yeah.
And from there,
I
I
see.
actually
I see.
I'm very satisfied. Very satisfied with the result. Like the whole being a leader is scary. Like it was scary. I'm not scared anymore, right? People have a lot of expectations, and I just learned that you can't meet everyone's expectation, but you have to
True.
meet the middle part of everyone's expectation. So a lot of people have came like they came to me and they're like, oh, I don't like this schedule or et cetera. And they expect me to go Mashanti and just give a whole meeting and all that. But that's, you can't just do that, right? I have to understand that sometimes I'm going to disappoint people and that's fine because I can make up for it for another time. You get me?
Yeah, I think that's a very good thing to live your life with in terms of like knowing how to manage people's expectations. Because once you become a leader, you not only represent a whole group of people, at the end of the day, you're still representing yourself. And there's one thing I've seen a lot of leaders either lose themselves in trying to please other people, or they lose they lose the people in trying to being themselves. So you saying that you meet in the middle is another testament to you being a great future world leader. And like honestly, I've seen you since day one until now. I can genuinely say you have grown into a better person, into a better leader, a better student. Each day I see every conversation that we have more insightful, more deep, and it's just I enjoy seeing that growth, and I'm happy that I have another year to grow with you
Hmm.
and work with you in the sports committee. And yeah, but yeah, if you were to give one piece of advice to a student who's about it, let's say who's joined SQA or joined Sterling, what would you tell them?
Don't wait until the last moment. I've learned that the very hard way, right? So I've been through a couple of problems where I was lacking behind in like a few of my classes. Not a lot, just a few. And my parents would ask me about it and be like, just let me handle it. Let me handle it. I got this, right? But then I reached to a point where I couldn't handle it. Don't let everything be on yourself because when you reach to one stop and you try to handle it yourself, you're going to meet many stops. There's going to be one brick wall and then another one behind it and another one. You need to understand that people should support you as much as you want to support yourself. So if you stumble across a problem in Sterling, like, oh, you're lacking behind in your classes or your attendance is not meeting, either come to me, go to Mishanti, go to your teachers, go to whoever that you know you can trust and whoever can handle the situation, you know you can handle the situation. Because if you wait until the last minute, your problem would grow like it would grow really bad. Like I had a really like bad problem when it came to my Viva actually, right? I don't know. I think I might have told you about it. Probably not. My Viva, I was so scared to attend it. I could not bring myself to attend it. I cried that day. It was like really embarrassing. But I'm grown. I'm not embarrassed anymore. It reached to that point because I refused to tell everyone about it, anyone about it. And my dad called me, and my dad's like, "Hey, I got an email that you're not attending your Viva. What's up?" I got into a bit of a fight with him, but at the end of the day, I told him I'm not comfortable doing it. And then I went to Miss Shanti. We had a conversation. She dealt with it really good. I can't even explain how good she made me feel. Right? She gave me the confidence boost. Told me that hey, go for your reassessment. You'll do just fine. What happened? Next week, I go for my reassessment. I passed it with flying colors. I was so nervous for nothing. I knew that I should stay on my comfortable level if it doesn't affect me that bad.
True, true. So don't procrastinate, kids. That's what I get
I had
from
a
that.
question for you. This
Yeah,
is very off topic. Like it's, you know, I have like a lot of black friends, a lot, right? And you're one of them.
I don't know where
And
this is
no, no,
going.
no, hear me out till the end, okay? Here's my big question I was thinking about the whole day.
Uh-huh.
I was doing my skincare earlier this morning. Remember the skincare cream that I tried on you? I had
Yeah.
like this white skincare and it's like snail fluid.
Sludge, yeah,
Yeah.
whatever, yeah.
And I'd let you try it. And your skin felt really good, right? You told me this.
Yeah.
And I was thinking in the morning, how is this like fair? I have to sit there, I have to put ice on my skin, I have to put skincare, I have to clean my face every single like few minutes, few hours. But every single black person I've met has the most clear skin in my life, like mashallah, you know. What is your skincare? I'm so jealous.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It's
Nothing.
like it's not like not nothing. Like let's say on a good day,
Mhm,
if I'm like
mhm.
feeling myself and all that, like it's probably like washing my face like a million times. Like enter my house.
You like go to the
Oh
like bathroom and you
yeah,
just
bro. I go in the bathroom. Just do. I have a face towel, so like go to the bathroom, wipe my face before I sleep, wipe my face when I wake up. Even before I shower, I do
Mhm.
the face. It's just literally soap and just I don't know. But there's gonna be other people with other
I
different.
mean, I've talked to like men in general. I've seen a lot of men and like their faces like clear as day, right? There's some that yeah have a lot of pimples and all that, but when I ask a guy like, "What's your skincare?" They're like, "Water."
Yeah, like
I spent money on products. I've spent a lot of money. Every girl, you relate this. I know women do. Yeah, you agree with me. You spend hundreds of thousands of money, and your face was concerned. I had a really bad dream the other day of how self-conscious I was of my pimple. You know what my dream was about? It was so horrible. I had a fat pimple right here. In
Huh?
my dream, I decided to pop it. Centipedes came out of it.
Uh,
Exactly. Right. It was
uh,
so bad. Like, imagine like my pimple terrorizing me in my dream, right? I my skin was clear for at some point, but then women get hormonal and it just I have pimples all over my face. I'm like so mad about it. So I just had to ask you, like,
But to be fair, we're just simple, man. It is what it is. Like I could wake up, little face towel, da 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 da. I'm done. Like I don't have to stress about nothing.
after this I need to ask Gio's opinion. I need to know his skincare too.
But yeah, thank you for having this conversation with me. It's been awesome getting an insight from, someone who I've been working closely with. But
Anytime.
some of these conversations you don't have them, and kind of pinpointing certain experiences. And honestly, I think your story is something that can inspire people, getting out of their shells and becoming somewhat of a forefront
Mhm.
for a group of people, SQA in general. And I look forward to the year ahead, working with you, working alongside with you, and just continuing growing together.
I
I'm
love
saying,
this conversation. Like, it was like my pleasure of coming here. And I feel like our conversations are just going with the flow. There's no script, no nothing.
yeah, it's,
Yeah.
it's, it's like wig. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, now you're about to ruin it. Now
Hey,
you're about to
hey,
ruin it.
hey,
Come
hey! You
on,
always,
come on.
I gotta make a
Nah,
joke to the camera
nah.
too. But anyways,
I carried. Well,
wow,
I carried.
wow.
No, ask anyone's opinion here. I carried.
Okay, guys, in the comments,
Hmm.
put this down. Who carried the conversation? You get what I'm saying? Because like certain people. No, no, no. Just put it down in the comments. Who do you think carried?
I need to put something on top. Hold on, hold on. We had
Okay.
this conversation just now. Popularity. Come on. You're gonna get the comments about you being carrying. Hey guys, come on. My girlies, support me.
It's not a popularity contest.
Mm-mm,
I want
mm-mm.
you guys to be very honest, okay? I want you guys to speak truthfully. Okay?
Uh,
Who who carried the conversation? If you catch my drift.
whatever.
But yeah, thank you for joining me.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.
Follow Staircast on Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, and YouTube. And share this episode with anyone who you want to be inspired to get out of their shells. See you on the next episode.
Bye bye.
Bye.